Hey, guys. We are back with another one. It is the Intentional Living Podcast with Sonja W. And I am super excited that you are here. Now, for some reason, my Facebook one is not working. So I'm about to not be on Facebook today. I don't know why. Let's see if I can make it work. Save changes. Let's see. All right. Still not. Oh, that makes me sad. Well, today we're not going to be on Facebook, but we definitely are on YouTube. So hello again. This is Sonja with SonjaWCoaching, and we are back with another one. We're back with another intentional living podcast with Sonja W. And I am back to assist you with starting off your week with just a little less chaos. Okay, guys? So clearly there's starting chaos for me though. So if you're catching the replay, I have a little chaos with me this morning because I usually go live on Facebook and on YouTube, and for some reason Facebook said not today. So we are just here on YouTube today. But anyway, guys, I am super excited. I'm trying to see if I can fix it, but I can't fix it. Well, anyway, I'm super excited because today is another Monday, and I love to help you start off your week right with a couple of things. We're going to talk about one good thing, right? Because we know that as we get our mindset in the right mindset, in a mindset of growth, then we are excited to start off our day again. Or start off our week again, right? We know that we accomplished some awesome stuff last week, so we can do that all again this week. That's the point to the one good thing. Then we're going to get into our what is on the docket, right? We're going to figure out, well, what are the couple of things, the key things that we have on the docket for us this week. Then we get into something I like to call the intentional topic of the week, and this one's a good one. I'm super excited about this one. We'll wait until that segment to be able to talk about the title. And then we end off with prayer because listen, I'm a God girl. I love God. And I believe that prayer is important in every aspect of our lives. So we're going to end with prayer. And then we are done. You'll be able to go on and start your week off, get your weekly review done. I'll be able to get my weekly review done. Now, listen, let me tell you something, actually. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm sounding real rough. Because and that's part of my one good thing. It was Easter weekend or Resurrection Sunday. All right. And I am tired. Okay. If I had thought about it a little bit more, I would not have only taken off today, because that's what I did. Taking off from work, but I would have also pre-recorded this. Yes, sometimes I pre-record these because sometimes I'm not waking up at 7 a.m. Okay. It's the truth. Okay. Anyway, so let's get into this one good thing, okay? So like I say, every single week, we break down one good thing because it's so key in building the right mindset for the week. As we dwell on the things that we did well, as we dwell on things that we're thankful for, we're able to take the time and really get excited about the week ahead. Because if there was some good stuff last week, there's definitely some good stuff this week to come. So for me, as usual, I had a couple of good things. I just can't have one good thing, but at least I want you guys to have at least one good thing, okay? So my good thing is, or good things, is that it was Easter weekend or resurrection weekend for me at my church. And this is like the best weekend ever because it's a celebration of the fact that our Lord and Savior died and rose again for us, right? And just kind of rethinking and thinking about just how much God has brought me through and has strengthened me. Man, it is always a good weekend. And then today is Easter Monday. Now, every other country in the world takes off this day. America doesn't, unfortunately. But I took off this day because listen, a girl is tired, okay? And the reason why I'm tired is because first of all, our church had services Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, okay? And as a high real involved volunteer, I served on Friday and Sunday. I thought well enough to make sure I wasn't serving on Saturday. But anyway, I served on Friday and Sunday. And this is actually a really big weekend for my volunteer team because our church does kind of like a survey every year. And this is kind of the opportunity for people to update their contact information. And also it's like a challenge to say, where is your relationship with God? I love that. Actually, I really love that we do that every year. But because of that, everybody filled out a card that our team had to input. And ooh, my goodness. So anyway, I'm tired. I took off today. But then also other good things that happened this past week. I got a massage on Friday. Okay, listen, it was so good. It was so good. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to get another massage this week. This Friday, this weekend, or this week coming, but at least I can remember the goodness of that massage and bring that over into this new week. So like I mentioned before, take some time to think about the good things that happened last week so that you can walk into this week with the right mindset, with a growth mindset, okay? Now, what is on the docket? Now, as I mentioned all the time, the whole point to this is so that we can set up our week right. So it's important that we actually walk through what are some key things that you want to see happen in your week this week. So, and that's what we call what's on the docket. So if you got anything that you got on the docket, you got any good things that you want to talk about, go ahead and put them in the comments. If you're catching the replay on Spotify or on YouTube, put it down in the comments. What is a good thing that you've done? What are some of the things that are on the docket for you this week? I'd love to see that. Now, listen, I reply to every comment. So please, I love it. So what's on the docket for me this week? Okay, let me tell y'all right now. Relaxation, okay? And a hair appointment. Okay. I also have work to do. But the first thing that's on my mind is that I'm gonna after this live recording, I'm going back to bed, okay? So that's what I mean by relaxation. Relaxation, and then I got a hair appointment, get this hair together a little bit later this week. And then also I'm gonna finalize my reset. Now I've talked a little bit about this last week, but every single quarter I do something called the reset, where I take some time to be thankful, to close the door on my past. So on the things that I did do or didn't get to do in the past quarter. And then we take a time to dream, and then we take some time to execute on those dreams, right? I do that every quarter, and then I do kind of like an extended version every year, because this is my way of making sure that I'm staying on track with my intentional life, right? I've talked about having a life plan and building those things out and actually having goals that are tied to what is innate to me, what is what I value, what I believe the Lord has called me to do in this season of my life, right? Well, to make sure that you're staying on top of it, you have to have some type of review, right? I talked about it in the last podcast, where an intentional life is a reflective life. So every quarter, I take some time to do the reset and walk through those things so that I can learn some lessons, right? Through the close the door section of the reset, I take some time to think about my goals, think about what I accomplished, what I didn't accomplish, and make adjustments, but then also learn some lessons. For me, I'm learning the lesson that I need to do. The lesson that I got for this quarter is that I need to focus on my nutrition, okay? Because, child, I've been working out and I've been getting stronger. Listen, let me tell you, I'm lifting weights now. I'm doing chest press. My trainer got me doing on decline chest press. Listen, and apparently that's major, okay? I don't know, but apparently that's really big, right? That you're able to do a decline chest press. I don't know. I have to talk to my trainer about that, or talk to a trainer about that. But like I'm getting stronger, but I'm also not seeing the results I want to see. And they keep saying that abs are made in the kitchen and all that kind of foolishness. So I figured out I need to be a little bit more focused on my nutrition this new quarter. So that's going to be something that I'm going to be working on. Okay, so I encourage you, if you're interested in the reset, definitely check out the links below. You can go on my website, SonjaW.com, and it's right there on the front page. You can join in on that course and get your life together. Okay, reset your life so you ready for this new quarter. But anyway, so that's what I'm gonna be doing this week. I'm gonna be relaxing today, getting my hair did later this week, and then finalizing my reset. I got a couple other things that are on the docket that I'm excited to share, but it's gonna take a little while for a couple of those things. Okay, so all right, now let's get into this intentional topic of the week. Let me see where I'm at on time. One of the running joke in this podcast is that it's supposed to be 20 minutes. But me, I like to chat. So it'd be 21 minutes, it'd be 22. So I'm going to try to make sure that I stay within my time today. So I got my phone right here in front of me to keep me honest, okay? So anyway, the intentional topic of the week today is life is chaotic, but does it have to be? Does it have to be? So, as I was thinking about this, I had talked a few weeks ago about how I had this cycle of injuring my knee, right? Where I would injure it, be out of the game for a few weeks, got to do physical therapy, then go right back to doing the same stuff that injured my knee the last time, and not learning the lessons that I needed to learn out of that. Not learning that, okay, I really got to take time to stretch, or I really got to take, I need a trainer, like all these things. And how that cycle did not break until I realized that I needed to sit down and acknowledge these things about me, right? And this thought had me thinking. It had me thinking about it a little bit more. And I was like, why did I keep doing the same thing? And I realized it was because at the time, I was building something that I wasn't meant to build. Y'all. I wanted to be a runner so bad. Everybody was like, oh, running is amazing. There's such great benefits in running. So I began to run. And I realized quickly, well, actually, I didn't realize quickly because clearly I was on this cycle of injuring my knee every single week, sometimes several times a year. Okay. But and now I'm gonna say this now. I reserve the right to change my mind, but right now I've realized that I am not a runner, and that's fine. I'm not. It's fine. I'm a weightlifter, and I'm quite okay with that. Okay, quite okay with that. But anyway, I was trying to force myself and force my body into a mold that just was not working for me. And my life, my body, everything felt chaotic because of it, right? I felt just all the way stretched out, all the way just frustrated because I was trying to build something in me that was not for me. I was trying to be intentional about something that I didn't need to be intentional about. And it got me thinking, now that I'm in a rhythm of getting stronger, and what's so ironic is that I actually hurt my knee this past week. But the beautiful thing about this is that now I have the tools to rehab quickly, right? Before, this would take me out for like 2 to 3 months. But now I know, okay, rest and then make sure that I'm stretching the way I need to stretch. But anyway, that's besides the point. Now that I'm actually getting into a rhythm of getting stronger and understanding what I am building, it made me realize that this chaos was something that was built up because I was building that thing that I wasn't supposed to build. And I was actually even thinking about not even just my knee, but like my life. I remember, and not too far away, past that I literally felt overwhelmed and tired and just a mess all the time. And it was because I was building things that I didn't want to build, or I didn't need to build, or wasn't for me. I was thinking about how I volunteer at my church. Now I volunteer a lot. I am high capacity. I really love what I do at my church. But before, I felt so tired and chaotic. I felt so drained. And I was realizing that I was building in all these different areas that were not in the gift mix, if you will, that God has given me, right? I had my hand in so many different pots, and that's why I was tired. So even though my life is full right now, like, I'm not stressed, right? I'm not pushing and pulling at things that I don't have capacity to do. And that's how I realize it. So how I realized how to break out of that cycle of chaos, that cycle of this desire to do things that I wasn't, equipped to do. Going back to running, the desire to muster up time, because I had plenty of time, but I didn't have time that I wanted to use on running. I was like, you know what? Let's switch some things up. And just thinking about this for you guys, perhaps that's how you feel about your goals and your desires in life. Perhaps you feel chaotic and stretched and disheveled and overwhelmed because you're building something that you weren't supposed to actually be building. Perhaps you want to be a runner and you're a weightlifter. So I got three quick things, because they got to be quick. I was talking a lot. I got three quick things that I think will help you turn this around, turn around your chaos, and build your life intentionally. Okay, so let me break down these three things. First of all, count your costs. It actually reminded me of these verses in Luke 14, I believe. I got my phone right here to pull up the Bible. Yeah, Luke 14, verses 28. Honestly, actually, a little bit ahead, 25 all the way through to 33, where Jesus is talking about, people building houses that they don't got the money for. Okay. It says, for which of you desiring to build a tower does not first sit down and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it. So the first thing to do is actually count the cost. Are you counting the true cost of doing something you don't actually want to do? That this isn't what you actually want to build. Counting the cost is the first thing that you got to do in anything, right? So taking that time to walk through, is this part of my values? Is this part of what I believe that I was called to do on this earth? Did I take time to look at the key relationships in my life and say, is this something that I want to do to help build my relationship with God, my relationship with my body, my mind, my family, friends, finances? Is this tied to any of the values that I've laid out for myself? If you haven't laid out values, I really encourage you to. If you need some help with that, I got you. Send me a message. The second thing to do is to make a decision. After analyzing this, close the door. Decide not to bark up that tree anymore. I talked about this a little bit earlier in today's podcast, where this is part of the reset for me, right? Where I'm looking back at the goals that I set for myself, the things that I said I wanted to do, and I'm looking at them to see, okay, is this something that I should continue to walk down the road on? And after analyzing, I decide, is this something that I want to continue, right? Again, as part of the reset. And figuring out what is really the thing that I am going to continue to do. Again, if you're interested, the doors are open to my email list. So if you want to get on the email list, get on that website, SonjaW.com. But finally, the third thing is to learn your lesson. After counting the cost for real, like looking at the things that you want to do versus what you are doing, really deciding upon yourself, is this going to help me build the desires of my heart? If I said that I wanted to get out of debt, is that vacation where I want to go? If I said I wanted to spend more time with my family, is that promotion the key thing in that, right? There's just so many different things, right? So learn your lesson. Again, this is the reminder for you to take it with you and really decide on that intentional living journey that you're about to embark on. Okay. So those are the 3 quick things. Count your costs, make a decision, and learn your lesson. Now, okay, I got to my 20-minute mark. This stuff is just so good. I probably should have just landed on one thing and then maybe broke it down a little bit more, but it's fine. It's fine. Y'all are still here. So let's go ahead and end out with our Dreamboost Prayer of the week so that we can get on it. And then I'm going to go back to bed because, like I said, listen, today I am chilling and also doing my reset. Let's pray, y'all. Father, help us to truly count our costs with the things we desire to build. Give us clarity and courage to decide, is this the thing to build? And is this the time? Break us out of the chaos of trying to build the wrong thing and bring us into the peace of building what you desire us to build. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have an awesome week. See y'all next week right back here, 7 a.m. Monday morning for another Intentional Living with Sonja W. Have a great week, y'all.